Hi guys, it's Danny. Excuse my voice, I think I caught a little bit of a cold. Alrighty, so here's an update on the orchids that we treated with different methods, techniques, against spider mites. So let's start with the sugar treated orchid. If you didn't see the video, by the way, I'll post it in an info card here so you know what I'm talking about. So this is the one treated with sugar. And yeah, the leaves that remained, not the ones that fell due to spider mite damage, I'm sure of it. They look okay. I checked this orchid for spider mites. I don't see any more spider mites on this orchid. It has been only a week though. So yeah, we'll still check it out. But yeah, the leaves are okay. The orchid didn't suffer because of the sugar. Everything is quite okay with this orchid. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased with the sugar treatment. It's just hard to prepare. But yeah, other than that, it kind of worked. And this is the fowl that stayed with hairspray for 1 day. She's looking okay. I checked her. I didn't see any spider mites on her either. She's looking, well, she's not the healthiest thing, but yeah, she doesn't have yellowing leaves and stuff like that. She looks okay after the hairspray. 1 day of hairspray, actually, 24 hours. So yeah. And I think she got rid of spider mites. And ta-da! This is the orchid that got the oil treatment. I don't know what people are talking about on forums, really. I don't know who uses this, but I was telling you last time that I have the funny feeling this orchid absorbed oil, and when I cleaned it, I couldn't really properly clean the oil. It was sunflower oil, so cooking oil. And what happened was, well, this orchid is dying. Well, I'm not sure if the orchid itself is dying, but the leaves surely are dying. I didn't check it for spider mites, really, because, yeah, she's just awful. So no, I strongly don't recommend you use oil, full oil on your orchids. There are a few videos from Sanity and Gabriel here on YouTube. They kind of overdid it a little bit with neem oil as a leaf shine, and they kind of ended up with the same thing. So you can obviously overdo it with oil. Don't overdo it, because imagine if you put like direct straight oil on your orchid and you cannot take it off. Yeah, this is what happens. Don't do it. Leave the oil be, cook with it, but don't put it on your orchids. And this is the orchid that stayed with hairspray for 5 days. So I cleaned it. Well, I still have a little bit of residue. So this is what happens when you don't clean hairspray properly. I need to do this with a brush, but I couldn't be bothered. Anyway, I did a better job on the small one, as you could see. But yeah, this is just some residue from the hairspray. But as you can see, she is fine. I checked her. I do still see some things. I think they're dead though, because I don't know. But we're just gonna have to keep her under observation. But as you can see, the orchid is perfectly fine after 5 days with hairspray everywhere except the root area. And actually somebody was saying, well, actually in that video I was saying that the orchid got really stiff and hydrated. And somebody actually corrected me on Twitter and said that the cellular wall collapsed, or some sort of cell damage, that's why it's stiff. No, cell damage actually is the other way around. They become limp and they create those patches that you saw on the other orchid, the oil treated orchid. That's cellular collapse and cellular destruction. What happened with this one was that the hairspray prevented this orchid from transpiring, so the moisture stayed inside her much better. And she did actually kind of breathe, because the roots breathe as well, but I wouldn't never keep an orchid all the time with hairspray on it. But 5 days it appears it's totally fine, and this orchid is still stiff, still hydrated. And actually when I replied to my viewer who was concerned about cell collapse, I searched on the internet about hairspray. I don't know why. I was trying to show that kids are actually experimenting with hairspray in schools to observe and to demonstrate transpiration, actually respiration with plants. And actually I found an article that was saying a biology teacher was making an experiment with some coniferous branches. They were spraying them with hairspray, and some kids were using beer and some other kids were using aspirin. I'm not sure. I'm gonna link the article down below. And yeah, they proved that hairspray keeps something alive longer. Moreover, the branches that were sprayed with hairspray totally started to create new branches. Actually, they started to grow. So hairspray is really not that toxic, and it doesn't destroy cells and stuff like that. So actually finding that article gave me an idea. What if hairspray can be used for seriously dehydrated orchids to keep in the moisture? I'm not sure if I have a subject to experiment on. I do have the kind of sick orchids from Anna, but I'm not sure if I want to experiment on them. But if I ever have like a dying orchid, seriously dehydrated orchid with just 1 or 2 roots, I'm seriously gonna try the hairspray thing to try to see if it actually makes an orchid more hydrated by blocking the exchange with the exterior, blocking the water loss through the leaves, in case you cannot provide 90% humidity. So that's what I'm gonna try next. So far, to be honest, I personally like hairspray more than sugar, and definitely more than any type of oil, really. And I've came to the conclusion that neem oil, I don't know, you guys. I think it's part working and part wishful thinking. I stopped using neem oil because my back hurts. I think I'm gonna just shower my orchids to keep the population down and then play with some hairspray. So this is my conclusion. Take from it whatever you want. If you want to experiment, always experiment with one that you don't necessarily care all that much about. If you have a $300 orchid, don't experiment on that one. So yeah, take the sickest one and experiment on it. If you are not okay with hairspray or anything, just don't do it. It's not worth you not sleeping over it. So yeah, this is my experiment. I do like the hairspray thing. I think I will experiment more with it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you found this useful, and hope it gave you some ideas for some experimenting. Why not? And I think my sickness is evolving, and I think I have a little bit of a fever right now. I'm feeling weird. So I'll end this video here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos from me and stay up to date, just subscribe to my channel. I post on a regular basis. Also, you can leave me questions, suggestions for videos, or whatever you want in the comment section below. And probably these days while I stay in bed, I'm gonna answer all of you guys. So that's great. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post anything tomorrow because I feel it. It's that type of nasty cold. Alrighty, if you click on the left side of your screen, you'll be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and also you can talk to us in the forum section. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to watch another orchid video. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye!